Welcome to a muzzled chat. So much to go over today. Bear with me, I'm really scrambled brain. I don't want to give you guys too much information because I want to dive into the content. But just to let you know, I'm working my tail off behind closed doors to give you the best content I can. Not just for those that are in the know, but well, even for the ones in the know. So not just for the ones that aren't in the know, but for the ones that are. And hopefully come out with valuable enough content that you could continue to forward it on to those that aren't aware, or ones that aren't motivated enough in tuning in and taking those additional steps that are gonna make all the difference and have that impact we so desperately need in our country and worldwide. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family and your loved ones and your neighbors and all God's children. So please stay tuned. And I want to thank you so much for supporting me. We all know I'm a very limited functioning being right now. And I really want to sound the alarm on that some more because, gosh dang, there's so many struggling with that. We'll dive into it. But, guys, can we do our best? This is just a challenge. Can we do our best to break 100 followers on Rumble? I mean, we are nearing 40,000 views on Rumble alone right now. Let's get to that 100 followers. So click the thing. If you don't have an account on Rumble, please, it's free. I mean, I can have even the link that directs you to create that free account. And then once you have that account, you can then subscribe, follow, turn on the bell icon so you get new content coming out. But that greatly helps us get our message out there. So let's break that 100 followers and go from there, right? So it's really exciting. Thank you so much for supporting. Things are starting to ramp up. Now, we're going to start with this little juicy bit of information. I love how she puts it all. But let's open our eyes. Let's connect more dots. Let's look at the big picture here. Because, man, all those labels, throw them out. Just use your two eyes, your two ears, and your own discernment. Like, my gosh, it's clear as day. So with that being said, let's just play this. I'll add more links in. I'm not going to worry about really getting angles or, because that's one thing that I've pretty much fried my brain on already today. The upgraded camera came in, and that's going to push. So just know content futuristically is only going to get better because I'm going to use the computer as the hub, push the sound in, the video in. That way I could share the screen and everything. But and I've been looking into StreamYard and other softwares. If in fact you have any recommendations, please reach out to muzzlechat@gmail.com. Or if you have any expertise, shoot, might even hire you for the day. Like, come on out or something. But just bear with me. And it's going to take some time to really integrate these systems. That's a big overhaul for everything. And it took a lot just to get to where we are now. And gosh dang, that's going to be a lot of hours and hours just working out kinks and figuring out all those systems. But just know, futuristically, it's only going to get better. Hang in there. And the more you guys show up, like that's gonna help create the momentum to achieve all that sooner versus later. So that being said, let's dive into this information here. This is good stuff.
Here to speak to those of you who are speaking. Will you start my time?
Please just keep going.
I've come here to speak to those of you who are still under the illusion that these people in front of me, or any other person for that matter, has authority over you. And also to speak for the people who still believe the lies the government promulgates. The only reason they act like tyrants is because people indulge the fantasy that they have authority over us. Indulgence in that fantasy is responsible for the pains of the past year and for the pains that our children will feel for decades, centuries to come. They have no more authority over you than I do. No more authority over you than any man has over you.
True.
A badge or a vote in a ballot box does not give these people magical powers that you and I don't possess.
Right.
If you believe that we were ever in a pandemic, despite your eyes, ears, brain, heart, and instinct telling you otherwise, you are choosing to believe a mass murdering government over yourself.
Wow.
Otherwise,
I think we should replay that. You may not need to hear it again, but there certainly are others that do.
You're choosing to believe brain, heart, and instinct telling you
How far
if
back
you
do we go?
believe that we were ever in a pandemic, despite your eyes, ears, brain, heart, and instinct telling you otherwise, you are choosing to believe a mass murdering government over yourself.
Yep.
A government that cares so much about social gatherings that it bombs weddings in Afghanistan. A government that tells you to mask your 13-year-old while shooting another 13-year-old in the street.
Right.
This was never a pandemic. This
True.
is far worse.
It is far worse.
If you believe these people care about you, I urge you to look up the following. Tuskegee experiments, the MOVE bombing in Philadelphia, the Dakota 38, Ruby Ridge, Waco, Wounded Knee, 1894 and 1973, and the Black Wall Street Massacre, the 100th anniversary, which is this month.
They do not care about you. Our government body, are you kidding me? It's so infiltrated. I'm kind of sick of like people trying to even fix the system. We need to abolish this and need to ensure it's operating from the roots, which is each and every one of you. And the check and the balance that needs to be in place is you. We can't blindly be entrusting and sitting back. We need to hold them accountable. And there's plenty of us to do this. And if they're not fulfilling what they represented as going into these positions, and they're not fulfilling it to the T and beyond, done, next, replaced. That's it. That's it. We have the power. We can instill the proper checks and balances. Period. We just need to wake up, see how things have been weaponized, see the big picture, and effectively organize so things are operating as we choose on our behalfs.
Last time I was here, I spoke how we need to unify against these purveyors of hate.
Yes.
There is no left or right.
Yes.
There is only freedom and enslavement.
Yes.
These people consider all of us property.
True.
Our unification against them is the only chance our children have for survival.
She's saying it right there. That's so true.
I'll end with a quote from Lysander Spooner. A man is no less a slave because he is allowed to choose a new master once in a term of years. Revolution is not a one-time event. Refuse, resist, rebel, revolt.
Well said. Now, if that's not enough for you, let's jump to this other clip right here. Now, I get this gentleman's hard to listen to with his voice, but man, he sure hits out of the park. So listen to this one.
Event called Event 201, a pandemic simulation that took place in October 2019 in New York. What is the CIA doing in a pandemic simulation?
A pandemic simulation the CIA was a part of in 2019. Yeah, what are they doing?
They're not a public health agency. What they're talking about is using this pandemic as a pretext for clamping down totalitarian control. And the first thing they said is, we got to limit free speech. We can't allow...
Free speech. 6 foot safe. diapers on faces, lockdown, school closures. Like, they're just ramping up this tyrannical fear porn to enslave we the people, ramp it up enough to where we will line up and become lab rats to, all right, this can no longer, here it is right here. I'm waving to the camera now to my future self because I have to edit it from this point. I have to cut it off already right here. So sorry, YouTube. To see the rest of this episode, go to Rumble. Well, here we are. Is what it is. It's not something ideally to do, but it must be done. Because the reality of this platform, Unmuzzled Chat, we are not going to conform and fall in line and be cowards to tyrannical platforms. So I'm so sorry to disrupt this episode. This is specifically for the YouTube crowd, an opportunity. We'd like to extend an invitation yet again to Rumble, a free speech platform. Come join us. We don't care your political views. We don't care your origins, all that freaking stats or whatever you want to freaking call it. Come join us. Have the conversations. View this episode and all further content in its entirety. There are bombshell episodes like probably this one. You need to check this one and others out on Rumble. It's no secret. YouTube now has shown its colors. Freaking Nazi platform trying to control information, withhold information that could save lives. 100%. They don't care about you. They care about their funders and appeasing them. It's sad, but it just is the way it is. And I just sure hope through what I've even dealt with here and many other patriots and many other people using this platform for truthful information and have been censored. It's just, when is enough? Okay? Let's stand strong now. Come join us. There's amazing content. We're going to get to the bottom of things. We want to find out what in fact is truthful and helpful for our mental states, our physical states, just our well-being in general. And we can't do it on this platform, unfortunately. Now, there's been whispers that maybe Elon will buy the YouTube, buy Facebook, and liberate it, similar to what has taken place on X, formerly known as Twitter. Is it perfect? Is everything perfect? No. But we, the people, can support the ones on our behalf, like just by our views, clicks, likes, and we must stand strong on this. I sure hope you see the level of importance here and that we can unite. Let's create this community. Join us. Come on the podcast. Comment. Let's get things rocking and rolling. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you over there. God bless you.